What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fred VanVleet.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for the Rockets, running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's the great in at the 1. Well, thinking back to last year, the first ever NBA Cup, the Lakers beating the Pacers in the final 123-109. And LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament.
And Anthony Davis went off in the final, 41-20. For the Pacers, yes, they lost that championship game, but the experience was huge for them. And I think really helped them with a deep playoff run.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. We'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Some nice passing by New York here. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Brunson with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb.
The lefty Brunson with a sweet three-stroke.
First quarter just over a minute played. Here's the great. Brunson covering. Green, the pass to the great. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Here's Anunoby after the Rockets pick up 3. Back to Brunson. No good from outside. Pass to Green. Here's the great. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Find the lane. Find the lane.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, man, that's a high-level finish from Jalen Brunson, playing right through the whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Here's the great. 6 points for him. Pass to Brooks. Off target from 3-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Towns a screen on Brooks. From deep, Brunson in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, the Great.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Here's the Great. To the paint, here's Green. It's rebounded by Brunson.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Rockets trail by 5. Here's the Great. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And it seems unthinkable at this point, but they've won 26 games in a row.
And this kind of winning streak is special. It's really been interesting to just how many ways they are taking advantage of their opponents, pulling off 10-0 runs, constant stifling ball pressure, interior rim protection. The three-pointers are going down. This team is super exciting to watch.
Shot clock at 6. Towns kicks to Hart. Over Thompson. New York, no good that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges, in reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level, and now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Here's the Great. 10 points for him. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Towns finds Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Good, and as this goes to Towns. Brunson's got 11 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's the Great. Brunson covering. The Great misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Inside, stolen by Thompson. Here's Eason. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Welcome back, everyone. This is the second annual NBA Cup Championship game. It's the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Substitution on the court.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. The Great passes to Eason. Drills it from outside. Eason's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Brunson outside. 5 on the clock. The Great grabs the miss. The Great's got 4 rebounds in this game. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's the Great. 12 points for him. Outside, Green. Trying tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Towns. Good on the baseline, Jay. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
He's so solid from really any range, but Towns' jump shot puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Here's the great, who scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
From deep, Brunson. The Rockets pull it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's the great. Brunson covering. Green passes to the great. Let's go. Jump shot is good. And now a three-point Houston lead.
The whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns a screen on Green. Here's Bridges. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. The great passes to Green. From outside, off the mark. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets ahead. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. Here measuring up, shot.
Welcome to halftime, everyone.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys, I'm telling you. And you know the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we go from hoops to food. I'm already getting excited about that big old fried turkey, the stuffing, some good gravy, mashed potatoes.
Oh, say more.
Make sure you thaw the turkey out first, Ernie.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they don't want to say it, but they are very confident coming into this one. And who can blame them?
They played some good ball this season. Their opponent, not so much.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. And just getting going here for the 2024 NBA Cup Championship second half. And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And in addition to our NBA Cup champions being crowned tonight, also be naming an NBA Cup MVP.
And what an honor that it's going to be for one of these players. So get your guesses in now for who that MVP will be. I know who I'm going with, but I don't want to spoil it.
Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's the great in at the point guard. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. 3-on-3. Bridges inside. Working on Green. Hart, no good. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Pass to Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. Down low, here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in, Brunson.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges scoring the basketball.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You take a look at Green, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Here's the Great. And off the front iron, and in it goes. The Great's got the game tied up here for Houston. And the call will go against the Great. That'll be his second foul of the game. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby.
Substitution on the court.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bridges attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Here's the Great. 11 points in the game. Towns with the steal. Brunson with it. Now defended by Şengün. Hart wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You watch Şengün, he has all the moves on the interior.
Rockets have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And the first one at the line is good. Houston making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Şengün hits them both. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass to drop it in. Brunson's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Ren, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
The Rockets pull it in. The Great's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this game going back and forth, still very much in question.
And this, where your palms can get sweaty and nerves can become a factor. It's not a title, but best believe these players are very invested in the outcome.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Rockets trailed by 3. 1:46 left to play in the third. With the drive, That one falls. And that's now 25 points for the great.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Back to Brunson, and Brunson throws it down.
And aren't we here with Brunson? This is what we expect from him, crafty and efficient.
Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Amon will blow right by you.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Towns against Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight. Here's the great. Look at that. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's the fourth quarter of the NBA for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for Miles McBride. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Cameron Payne. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to the great. Anunoby comes with the double team. Thompson left side. Towns with the steal. It's deflected.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dillon gives great effort on defense.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's the great. Brunson covering. Pass to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Lock at 6. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside. Here's Anunoby. Green with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Knicks trail by 5. Plays it up and banks it in. 33 points for the great. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
How like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
He doesn't. Pass is made.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Start with the screen for Bridges. It's good from the top of the key. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Nice again, and that one good. The Greats got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Şengün. It's rebounded by Anunoby, and the call will go against the Greats. And that'll be his third foul so far. A deep three from Towns. New York, no good that time either. And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winners of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Great.